Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope everyone fine. Are you ready for the class today? Good. So, in grade 6 social, we are going to see the chapter 2 in civics, that is diversity and discrimination. Half of the lesson you have seen in the previous class, isn't it? Okay. Shall we continue now? Good. So, here we are going to start with this inequality and discrimination. What is meant by inequality? So, if there is no equal response or if there is no equal treatment to the people is said to be as inequality. Okay, and also discrimination. Discrimination is nothing but it is the act when the people are following the prejudices or stereotype is said to be as discrimination. Let me see some example of that. If we are not allowing some group of people for taking part in certain activities or taking their jobs, or if you are stopping them to be living in certain neighborhoods in some places, okay, these all considered to be the discrimination. And also in some cases, if we are not allowing the people to take water from the well or hand pump that we are using, and also if we are not allowing the people to drink tea in the same cups or glasses that we are using, these all activities are said to be as a discrimination. Okay, and also see this discrimination can take place because of several reasons. There may be several reasons behind that. Okay, do you remember the previous chapter that two persons, Samir Ek and Samir Do, were different from each other in many ways? Okay, so they belong to different religions. This is an aspect of diversity. However, this is a discrimination. Okay, if you are treating them in a different way, it is called the discrimination. Then group of people who may speak a certain language. Do you remember what I told in the previous session? If we are considering that English speaking people to be the high rank and remaining all others at the lowest rank, that is also one type of discrimination. Okay, and also another difference between the two Samis was in their economic backgrounds, their status. Okay, Samir Do was poor comparing to Samir Ek. So this difference that you have read already is not a form of diversity but of inequality. Okay, it is not. You have to understand what is diversity and what is discrimination. Okay, if we are treating the people in a different way based on their religion, racial, or like this status in economic ways, this all considered to be the discrimination. Okay, so people who are poor do not have the resources of or the money. Okay, so look at here, you can see that you see a common stereotype about Muslims is that they are not interested in educating girls and therefore they do not send girls to the school. This is a common habit that happens in the Muslims. Okay, however, studies have now shown that poverty among the Muslim is an important reason why Muslim girls do not attend the school or drop out from the school after a few years. So why this is one of the reason why they are nowadays they are so poor when compared to others. Okay, wherever effort has been made to reach education to the poor, there the Muslim community has shown an interest in sending their girls to school. Okay, for example, in the state of Kerala, think that the distance between the school and the home is not much. There is a good government bus service that helps teachers reach the schools and rural areas. Over 60% of the teachers are women. Okay, so these factors have helped the children from poorer families, including even the Muslim girls, attend the schools in much larger. So when we compare to other states, in Kerala it is considered already in literacy rate Kerala is the first. Okay, so equally they will be educated, even though it is a woman or men, they will be equally educated. And also you see this, where such efforts have not been made, children from the poorer families, whether Muslim, tribal, or what other lower caste, it find difficult to attend the school. If it is too long, they may hesitate to come to school. Okay, so therefore poverty, not the religion, is the cause for non-attendance of the Muslim girls in school. Okay, so poverty is because of this reason also. They are not attending the school, they are not educated well, so they do not have the knowledge of the education, isn't it? Okay, and also you see this. So, to meet their basic needs of food, clothing, and shelter, they experience discrimination in offices, hospitals, schools, etc., where they are treated badly because they are poor. So, if they are poor, that Samir family, okay, like so, if they are poor, they will be treated in a different way, isn't it? So, some people may experience both kinds of discrimination. They are poor and also they belong to the group whose culture is not valued. That is like Dalits. Okay, so even though they are poor and also they will be in a lower caste. So in both way they will be facing the discrimination. So we can consider the tribals, some religious groups and even particular religious are discriminated against for one or more of these reasons. Okay, in the following section we will look at how a famous Indian was discriminated against. So when we talk about this discrimination, we have to see such a person. It is a famous Indian who has been discriminated based on his religion. Okay, let me see. So, on being discriminated against, who's that? People are engaged in different kinds of work like teaching, carpentry, pottery, weaving, fishing, farming. So many activities are there to earn their livelihood, isn't it? So, however, certain kinds of work are valued more than others. So if they are doing some sort of business, we will be thinking them and we will be valuing them in a grade. So if they are doing some kind of activities which is not accepted, which is not valued by the other people, okay dear. So activities like cleaning, washing, cutting hair, picking garbage are seen as tasks that are a less value. Okay, so people who doing this, certainly who doing this dirty work will be considered as a impure, isn't it? So this belief is an important aspect of the caste system. So in this caste system or communities, group of people were placed in sort of ladder. What does mean by ladder? In a, you know that, so from the lowest to the highest. Okay, where each caste were either above or below the other. So here it has been arising that your caste is lower than me, my caste is higher than you, like that they will be considering that. So those who placed themselves at the top of this ladder called themselves as the upper caste. Okay, you see. So and saw themselves as a superior also. The groups who were placed at the bottom of the ladder were seen as unworthy and also called them as untouchables. This is one of the very saddest part. Okay, so caste rules were set which did not allow the so-called untouchables to take on their work. Okay, as I told earlier, the people who were considered as a lower caste, or if they are said to be as Dalit people, they are not allowed to take some other works usually they did from. Okay, so they will remove the dead animals, they will pick the garbage, only these type of work will be allotted to them. They will not be not even allowed to enter the homes of the upper caste. Okay, so these type of discrimination have been done to them, and also their children could not sit next to the children of other caste in the school. Okay, so if you see, if the children of the Dalit people are studying in a school, they will not be allowed to sit next to the children of the other caste. Okay, so thus upper caste acted in ways which did not give the so-called untouchables the same rights and as they enjoyed. So they will not give the right to that people. Okay, now come here. Dr. Bhimarao Ambedkar, one of the greatest leader of India, shares his first experience of caste-based discrimination which took place in 1901, even when he was just 9 years old. So at that age itself he faced this discrimination. Okay, so he is giving his example for us. He had gone with his brothers and cousins to meet his father in Koregan, which is now called as Maharashtra. It is one village in that time. It is called Koregan. His Ambedkar and also his cousins, they were going there to meet his father. Okay, so they were waiting long in the train station. Okay, in the station they were waiting for a long time, and also the station master, he came to inquire this boys. Okay, he was asking that where was the tickets, and also what about why they were standing here, everything they were asking. The boys were, they were dressed in a rich manner. Okay, even though they were lower caste children, they dressed in a rich costume. So that station master couldn't identify that these boys are from the Dalit area or the from the lower caste. Okay, so these boys are giving the reply for the station master for his questions. So about the tickets, and he was asking why you are waiting for here, and the boys were replying that they were waiting for his father who will be coming now, everything he was reading. Then, and also here that station master considered them that these boys are the Brahmin boys because their costume is like that. Okay, so when they were asking about that, at finally the station master is asking that from where you are, he is asking the place from where the boys are. While answering for this question, Ambedkar, he was blurted. Blurted means he didn't have the knowledge of saying whether from the upper caste or lower caste. He said that he was the boy belonged to the community of Magas. Okay, Magas is a community. You see, this Magas is nothing but it is a community where the untouchables are living. Okay, so it is in the place of Bombay. So after hearing this, the station master has been stunned, because the station master is usually a Hindu or any belong to upper caste. He was stunned that these Dalit boys are standing here to travel, or either his father is traveling by the train. So this is the way that it happened in those days. This Ambedkar also has faced this discrimination at the age of 9, and the rest what happens we will be seeing in the next class. Okay, and before that you have to know what is about the Dalit. Okay, you see here Dalit is a term. Okay, it is a word which refers to the lower caste people. To address them they will be calling as Dalit. Okay, they prefer this word for untouchable, they should not touch others. Okay, Dalit means those who have been broken. This word according to Dalits shows how social prejudices and discrimination have broken the Dalit people. The government refers to the group as a scheduled caste. How they refer them as a scheduled caste. Okay, so this is about the Dalit, why they are referring those people as untouchable and Dalits. Okay, and also dear, this two question is the homework for you. What is the difference between discrimination and stereotype? You have to write what is the difference between discrimination and stereotype, and also you have to think like a person. If you are discriminated, you have to write your feelings here. Okay, how do you think a person who is discriminated against might feel? So you have to consider yourself that if you are discriminated in any places, you have to write your experience, how will you feel? Okay, so this two question is a homework for you, and remaining part of the lesson we will be seeing in the next class. Okay, thank you children.